Welcome to the library for online and distance learners. My name is Tanya Williamson and I'm one of the faculty librarians for the Faculty of Health and Medicine. This recording is aimed at students joining the Division of Health Research's blended learning postgraduate programmes in 2020. Even though you're studying at a distance from our library in Lancaster, the library is still central to your studies. We offer access to all of the material that you are likely to need for your studies, as well as expert and trained staff who can help you on your way. All you need to know about the library is described on the library website at www.lancaster.ac.uk/library. There is also a special section on the library website aimed at providing information for online and distance learners. The library is more than a building on campus. At Lancaster University, the library is where you are. We provide access to library materials from anywhere in the world with an internet connection, access to books, journals, specialist databases and more online wherever you are. You can access the library via the student portal, from the website, from the iLancaster app, from Moodle, the virtual learning environment, and also directly through your browser. All you need is your university username and password. Log into OneSearch to get seamless access to library resources and to view your library account. Make sure you keep your username and password secure and don't share this with anybody else. If you need to reset your password, do so with ISS if you need to. The first thing I want to show you is OneSearch. You can find OneSearch in the student portal, the library website, the iLancaster app, the Moodle virtual learning environment, and also directly at onesearch.lancs.ac.uk. OneSearch is the library's discovery tool or library catalogue, and it contains access to hundreds of thousands of items online. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of OneSearch. So as you can see on your screen now, this is the library website, and there is a search box in the middle of the screen that says Search Library Collections. So this is OneSearch. I'm going to put in a keyword search for public health research methods. And also, just to mention that the drop-down menu here defaults to full text online, which is really useful for those of you studying at a distance, but you can also change it to view just books and more, articles and more, or absolutely everything regardless of whether it's online or in print. So I'm going to leave it on the default and click search. So OneSearch is looking up our keywords in any type of material, but just limiting to those that are online only. The first thing I want to say before we do anything else with this search results is to mention that you really should log in as soon as you access OneSearch. Click on the login button and staff and students, and you'll be directed to put in your account details. So you can see my name is up at the top. When you log in, you'll see your name up at the top and you'll know that you've securely logged in. So I've got a large number of results here that match my search, and I can use the options down on the right hand side to refine my search further. So if I was looking for example, a book on public health research methods, I can use the resource type limiter to limit to books. I can also use the date limiter to limit my results, for example, to the past 5 years. Okay, so you can see I've got lots of results here, and they're ranked in order of relevance. If I see a book that I want to read, I can click View Online, and that will take me through to the record of the book where I can see more details, and I can also see the link for the full text. I'll click on the link, and if I'm logged in successfully, I'll be authenticated to read that book right away online. Ebooks come in all different appearances depending on who they're published for, but most of them will have a keyword search and the ability to jump through straight to chapters. If you're looking up an item where you know the title and the author, then you can type in a few words from the title and the author's surname, and this should take you directly through to the item you're interested in. So for example, this article, Patterns of Access to Community Palliative Care Services by Catherine Walsh. I can click the full text available, link, and again this will take me through to the record of the article, and then I can click on the link to the publisher's website. Here at the publisher's website, I can read the abstract, and I can also download a PDF. Another way to use OneSearch is to locate the titles of journals. If you're looking for a particular journal, I recommend you use the eJournal tab at the top of the page and type in the name of the journal. For example, the Journal of Palliative Care. I can click search and I can see the list matching my results here, and if I click view online, again I will come through to the detailed record of the journal, and if it is the journal I want, I can click on the link to the publisher's website. I would always recommend using OneSearch to access journal home pages rather than just googling the name of the journal, and that way you'll know you're always getting access to the content that we've subscribed on your behalf. Another good reason for logging into OneSearch while you're doing your searching is that it gives you access to the eShelf with this little pin on the top bar. This is like a favourites list, and whenever you're searching OneSearch, if you find something that you want to add to your eShelf to look back on another day, you can use the pin icon to add it to your eShelf. If we look inside the eShelf, you can see that you can also add labels to organise your results like I have here, and you can also select multiple items all at once and then use the three dots on the action button to export those results by email or to EndNote using the export RIS option. Another thing you can do in OneSearch if you're logged in is to save a search, and this will enable you to set up a notification, so every time something new matches your search you'll receive an email notification. So to do that, on the top of the list of results you can see a pin with the words Save Query. Click on Save Query, and if you want to turn a notification on for the query, then you can do it here on the top bar. If you do need to borrow books and other items from the library, you'll need to register for postal loans. You'll also need to return these books when they're due or when they're requested, and you can renew them online using OneSearch or the portal. Please email us at library@lancaster.ac.uk to register for postal loans. A few more notes on using ebooks. Most ebooks allow you to read them online and on mobile devices, print sections within copyright law, do keyword searches of the whole book, make electronic notes, export references to a citation management program such as EndNote. You'll also need Adobe Reader, Adobe Digital Editions or Bluefire Reader apps for downloading ebooks, and you can find out more about using ebooks on the library website. As I mentioned during the OneSearch demonstration, nearly all journals are available online. You can access them both on and off campus, you can read them online, save and print articles, and find the titles in OneSearch using the eJournals search tab. You can do keyword searches for journal articles on OneSearch and in library databases, and you can usually access the full text in PDF form. I'd always recommend that you go via OneSearch when searching for information or for journal titles. If you don't, you may not get access to full texts and may be prompted to pay. Please don't pay. To authenticate, you'll need to look for links that are similar to institutional login, Shibboleth, or UK Access Management Federation, and then look up Lancaster University in a list. What if we don't have what you need? You can request a chapter to be scanned from a print item. You can try online for open access versions. And PhD students can request items through our interlending and document supply service. Some of these services are currently facing a little bit of disruption due to the pandemic, so I recommend that you email us with any details of what you need and the service team will help you as much as possible. Email library@lancaster.ac.uk. I often find that research students like to use Google Scholar, and there is a way to link Google Scholar to the library to make your access more seamless. Go into Settings and Library Links and type in Lancaster University and choose Lancaster University, find it at Lancaster when it pops up in the list. If there isn't an open access version of the article through Google Scholar, you can click the Find It links to check the university library. There are also a few useful tools that can help you to find free and legal open access versions, including those in institutional repositories. I like using Unpaywall on Google Chrome browser. You can download the extension and install it into Google Chrome, and when you're browsing the internet for journal articles, you'll see this green padlock icon popping up, which links you through to an open access version. You may also be able to use other libraries once restrictions have been lifted. Please check before you travel to any library. The Sconnell Access Scheme allows you to use many other UK university libraries. The British Library will hopefully open for readers again. Your workplace might provide access to library resources such as NHS resources, or if you're working in another setting you may get workplace resources supplied to you. And other organisations such as professional bodies also often provide library access. Here at Lancaster University Library, we want to encourage you to explore, discover and learn. Most modules will have a reading or resource list attached to the Moodle page. Find your resource list on the module's Moodle page, and resource lists link directly through to library resources. So I'll just quickly demonstrate a resource list for you. So this is the Moodle page for DHR 468, and you can see the resource list is here with the green jigsaw icon. If you click on the icon, you'll be taken through to the electronic resource list. And once it loads up, you'll see the details of all of the books on your resource list. You can then click through on any of the items and it will link you straight through to the library copy. You also have access to the subject guides. These are created by faculty librarians and they direct you to key library resources for health research. You can also find links on the subject guides through to specialist subject databases, which we'll cover more in the workshop later in the week. There are also useful guides on literature searching and referencing. The quickest way to get to the subject guides is to go to Information for, and then underneath Students it says Subject Guides. This takes you to an A to Z, and you can scroll down to Health Research. So this is the subject guide for health research. As I mentioned, we link to many specialist databases which are not freely available on the internet. Access these from your subject guide or from the library website looking for the Databases tile that looks like this. These are only available to members of Lancaster University. Databases enable you to search more deeply into subject areas and use some advanced search features and subject indexes. You can also find specific types of information relevant to your discipline in different kinds of databases. We also encourage you to learn independently and facilitate this by providing tutorials and videos such as this one. We have lots and lots of videos on our YouTube channel for Lancaster University Library. We provide the subject guides, material on Moodle, and also library FAQs where you can look up how-to information. As well as providing access to information resources and guides on how to use the information, the library is staffed by friendly and knowledgeable staff. The people you'll contact the most are likely to be library services advisors. Library services advisors can help you to use library services, find items on OneSearch and other resources, and to borrow and request from the library. You can find library services advisors on the phone, by email, on the chat service, and on social media. The faculty librarians for health and medicine are John Barbrook, Leslie English, and myself, Tanya Williamson. We can help you to make the best use of library resources. Find us on workshops on your course, such as this one, the Library and Information Skills programme, which is open to all staff and students at the university. We also offer appointments online, by email and by phone, and you can find more information about us on the subject guides. We also offer additional support to users who are disabled, dyslexic, or have medical conditions which might affect their access to services and resources. This might include help finding your way around the library, one-to-one support, study support rooms in the physical library, access to assistive technology, and a request service for collecting books. Fiona Rhodes is the key contact for disabled students and can be contacted at f.rhodes@lancaster.ac.uk. You may have lots of questions following this short video. I'm very happy for you to ask those via the Moodle forums that have been made available. You can email us at the contact details that are about to follow on screen, or you can raise them in any of the live sessions where you have a librarian during the Induction Academy. All the best for the Academy. See you again soon. You can contact us at www.lancaster.ac.uk/library. You can email us at library@lancaster.ac.uk. The phone number is the UK dialing code 01524 592 516. The postal address is The Library, Alexandra Square, Lancaster University, Lancaster LA1 4YH, and you can find us on Facebook, Twitter and on Instagram.